Welcome to the pre-show. It's the pre-show. While we get stuff going. Share. Copy. This is me talking to myself while I prep for the show, which we go live on in like 10 seconds. What's up, Peter? We're going to go live in just one moment. You're watching the pre-setup show, which is just me making sure everything's fucking running. But appreciate you watching, brother. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, we'll go. You're listening to Roger That on IRN, the Internet Radio Network. The following program contains strong language, very strong language, adult situations, possible alcohol use, definite drug use, and possible wombat sodomy. Viewer discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone and everything in between. Welcome to Roger That. Today is Tuesday, the 15th of November, 2022. Tonight might be a little bit of a weird show. We're going to have possibly more than one guest, and we might have a sighting of a comedian in the wild, which I'm kind of excited for. If we can make it happen, if he can make it happen, that comedian would be none other than one of the kindest, nicest, and actually funniest people that I'm very close friends with. A gentleman named Kevin Holly. You may have heard of him from the Kevin Holly Show, also here on the Internet Radio Network. You'll also see his show. He streams it on the Facebook and everywhere, Twitch and all that shit. I gotta figure Twitch out. I need a millennial to help me figure this shit out because I'm too old. Is it Pat? No, it is not Pat, although Kevin is with Pat, and I'm hoping that they can make this happen. Where Kevin is gonna go live at a comedy club and do some stand-up. So Pat's with him, so hopefully that works. And our first guest is in. Let me bring her on and let her hook up. And Cynthia is going to connect. She muted. Sadite. As soon as she asked to unmute. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? You know, unmute. Crazy ass shit. Let me know when you're there, Cynthia.
I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite sister. Also my only sister. So
Right. Oh, the
yeah,
camera angle's terrible.
What?
So the camera angle's terrible.
What, mine?
Mine.
Hang on, I can't even see you yet. Oh, there you are. What are you, hiding your beard?
No. I have more chins than a Chinese phone book.
That's okay. So
There's
do I.
gotta be a way. There's
Nobody
gotta be
gives
a
a shit.
way. Huh? Okay.
Here, wear a turtleneck. Get a scarf.
Well, I think what I have to do is raise up my camera.
Yeah, so.
All right, give me a second.
Yeah, so
this is all new technology for me.
Well, that's because you're old.
That's true. That's why I got to wrap this up by 9 o'clock because it's way past my bedtime.
You're not going to stay up for the rocket launch tonight? That is some weak ass bullshit, Cynthia.
No, all right. So that's underneath of my monitor.
Thank God it landed on the desk, and because Lord have mercy. So Anyway, while she figures her shit out, my sister really needs no introduction. She is my sister. She's my favorite sister. She's my only sister that I know of that survived. I don't know. What do you want from me, people? So I'm really hoping that Kevin can make this happen, because it will be some epic radio. If they can do it. I don't know what time he's supposed to go or anything like that. So I hope. Well, now you muted out, so you need to unmute yourself. There you go.
Okay. Is that better?
Okay. That's better.
Okay.
Where's my favorite niece?
Hey, Kelsey, come here.
I would like to say hello to the favorite niece.
Brother-in-law. I'll send him in after.
Okay.
She has no bra on, is what she just announced.
Do you have a shirt on at least? I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay. One hiding her chin, one hiding her tits. That's fantastic. I love my family's awesome. I love this shit. Hi, Kels.
Hey.
Kels started a new job. We're not going to talk about where, but is it going well? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'll tell you some stories next week.
Awesome. I love stories.
Great.
I love stories. Okay, well,
Me too.
do that.
These are good stories.
But everything's good. I like that. Kelsey's my favorite niece. She awesome.
She's cool.
She cool.
She's right.
So Cynthia is going to be. Yeah.
Just wait
Love
and
you,
see him.
Kels. Yeah, absolutely. So Cynthia came on because we're going to talk about Thanksgiving food, which I love food. Peter, I love food. We're going to talk about traditions. This is the holiday season. 'Tis the season for seasonal depression. So
Right, and a lot of funk from your dysfunctional family.
hey, we put the funk in dysfunctional. We're kind of musical.
And
Ladies
Ron
and
wore
gentlemen.
his best shirt.
Ron, I'm getting butter every day. I like that. I like that. You know what else I like? I like the way that light is making a nice shiny glare. I like that. Looking good. I had some Jeep difficulties today.
So
Me
did
too.
Ron.
What was your difficulty?
Well, originally I took it in for an oil change, but I needed a regulator for the rear passenger door window.
Okay.
And then I came out to collect it from the repair shop, and the battery was dead.
That sucks. But it happens. I last night my day job, which we don't speak of what I actually do, we were taking a team photo on the beach, so I had to drive out to Clearwater, and I get in, go to start it up, and my clutch is all a floppy.
Oh, that's
No one wants a floppy clutch. So I
Nope.
checked,
Right.
and my fluid was low, so I picked up some fluid. I had my boss drive me out. One of my guys drove me back, topped off the fluid, got enough out of it to drive it home, took it to the shop in the morning, just hoping they just had to bleed it. But no, I had a leaky slave cylinder. So $400 later,
Shit, nobody likes a leaky sleeve.
no one
cylinder.
liked it. They did laugh when I told them they should beat it until it stops leaking.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. I had to. Hey. We're Polish, Irish, and Lebanese. We know a thing about being slaves.
Yeah, that's true.
So I got that straightened out. It was $400. I wasn't really willing to or interested in spending, but sometimes you do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
It was hard to complain about my battery though. It lasted.
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you, I've been through, I can't tell you how many, I've probably been through 4 or 5 batteries since I've been here. So I moved to Florida. It like eats the batteries up.
Yeah.
Shit be cray. So Thanksgiving
All right.
food traditions is the topic. Ron, before you leave, what is your favorite Thanksgiving menu item? Like the one
There's so
thing.
many. I'm gonna have to go with the dressing your family makes.
The Jaja dressing. That is absolute fucking bomb. There is a recipe for that on Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze, so check that shit out. Kelsey, what about you?
Sides,
What's
just period.
Kelsey's a side chick.
I am a side chick.
That's all right. I got to be honest with you. I like the turkey. I'll eat turkey. I have to have turkey, but pretty much give me turkey, stuffing, and gravy, and fuck everything else. And mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Yeah, the mushrooms. Fuck everything else. Like biscuits, I don't care about any of that shit. Yeah, none of it. None of it. I mean, I'll eat it because I'm fucking fat and I like food. But if you just gave me a little bit of turkey, a giant pile of stuffing with gravy all over it, that's all I need. That's all I need. That and some good company.
Yeah, I hear that.
True. A
True.
little wild.
Hey, you broke up a little bit. What'd you say, Rob?
Yeah.
Said a little wild turkey wouldn't hurt either.
That is true. It is Thanksgiving, and turkey is the vegetable of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen out there in listener land, tell us what is your favorite Thanksgiving food item?
Hey, thanks for asking me, by the way.
I'm getting there. You're like the guest. They're standing there waiting to be, waiting to leave. We don't have to stare at them. I mean, they can stay and hang, grab some chairs, whatever. So, Cynthia, since you asked to be asked, what is you're out?
Okay.
Ron, love, peace, and chicken grease. Love you,
I'll
Kels.
probably be back.
Okay.
All right.
Rock and roll.
So, Cynthia, since you asked to be asked, what is your favorite Thanksgiving meal or Thanksgiving food?
Well, Thanksgiving meal obviously would be turkey. I'm not a ham fan on Thanksgiving. I do like pie though.
Hair pie?
Pizza pie.
Hey,
Hey, mwah, chef kiss. No. I think the stuffing is my favorite, although and we'll get to talking about this. I love the gravy that we get at Thanksgiving because we're going to get it catered and we'll go into that. But the Cracker Barrel turkey gravy is just
it is good.
It's tits. It's so good. There's pieces of, I don't know if it's chicken or turkey. I really don't care.
Yes.
It's a white meat. Could be pork. Who the hell knows?
I'll still eat it.
But yeah, I don't care. But it's just yellow looking. It's just good. So
The Peter Angeles says Indians is his favorite. Hey, you know what? Everybody loves eating squaw. That's a young Indian.
So what's your, well, I mean, so you said yours is all the sides and stuff.
Yeah.
What about Thanksgiving dessert?
Oh, oof. See, that's the problem is me being a fat fuck with the beatus, dessert is my fucking kryptonite. Like I will anything and everything with one exception. There is one Thanksgiving dessert I will not eat, and that is pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie can fuck right off the fuck off town. And when it gets the fuck off town, it's going to find a sign that says no fucking off beyond this point. It's gonna climb over that fucking fence and live its best fucking life away from me.
You should shut your whore mouth. You should shut your whore mouth because, oh my God. Well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is good, but there's so many other desserts for Thanksgiving for me that are so much better. But honestly, I could skip the desserts and just go right to the sandwich.
The nap.
A nap.
Jenica says her homemade garlic mashed potatoes. I love garlic mashed potatoes. As long as
do you like garlic mashed potatoes? Do you like garlic mashed potatoes with the fresh garlic, or do you like whole garlic?
It's got to be giant chunks of raw garlic and shitloads of them that are cut to a completely inconsistent size. And that was complete fucking sarcasm because that's disgusting. I've had that served to me. I'm not going to mention names, but you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. But actual well-made garlic mashed potatoes, I will devour. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, mashed potatoes are good, but when you start throwing garlic at it, start seasoning it up, jazzing it up a little bit, mashed potatoes are really incredible. So, Jenica, good points. I like that. But the
I have a question.
Okay, yes.
I don't know if that's okay. That was weird. You're seeing comments. I'm not seeing comments. It's just because it's your show, right?
Yeah. It's actually, I have a Facebook screen up, so that's not Facebook, YouTube screen up, so that's where they're commenting. But I'm going to read them. I'll read them to you.
Okay.
I got to read them because the people that are listening on platforms that do not have video, I need to be able to relate.
Got you. Okay. Well, it's good that you're going to read to me because I can't read, so that's good.
We know that. I mean, we don't keep you around because you're smart.
Okay.
So now, one of the things you mentioned, the catering Thanksgiving. Now, Me, like, I absolutely get why you do it. It's because you have a shitload of people and it's just easier. Absolutely easier. And it's good food. No complaints. But to me, there's something about like the process of cooking. I love to cook that I kind of miss with that, though. The chance of fucking up the.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it came to be where, because a lot of people, and I mean, first of all, Dad would never have this. Okay, just putting it out there. Dad would never have this. Okay. And when we get into family traditions, I'll tell you one of my finest Thanksgiving moments, fondest Thanksgiving memories actually of Dad was, but it just got to be, somebody had mentioned it about getting Cracker Barrel for Thanksgiving. And I thought about it and I looked at the price, and it's not cheap. Believe me, it's not cheap, but it's enough for 8 to 10 people. And I mean, 8 to 10, like we're having 10 adults and the baby. So that we'll have enough food. Now we may not have,
I said the baby. She's so cute.
Yeah. I mean, we may not have, like 10 pounds of leftovers, but we'll have some leftovers. Hopefully, we'll have to stop eating at some point. But it just came to be where, we supplement with our own stuffing, and we add mushrooms and we add things to it. And, people will bring stuff and whatever, but it just ended up being easier, and it's good food too. So,
it is.
That's how we started it. And who the fuck eats the dark meat of the chicken? It's slimy, it's greasy, it's good. I mean, I eat it too, but I mean, it's always the last shit that everybody gets. So
True.
You get 2 turkey breasts. So this Cracker Barrel, let me plug Cracker Barrel for a minute, if we can do that.
Hang on. We have to preface this by saying they are not fucking paying us for this. So Cracker Barrel, if you want to, I'm not going to say no.
Right. Okay. So we could call it CB or whatever you want to call it. But so you get 2 turkey breasts for the meal for 8 to 10 people. 2 turkey breasts, stuffing, gravy, sweet potatoes, 2 sides, 2 of their vegetables or sides or whatever, yeast rolls, cranberry sauce, butter, gravy. Did I say gravy? Yeah.
It's great.
A pumpkin pie and a pecan pie. Not a pecan pie, a pecan pie.
Okay, I was going to say. So I just saw somebody posted that on Facebook. It's pronounced pecan, not pecan. I don't give a fuck how you pronounce it. Just give me a giant slice of it so I can shove it deep inside myself. That's all I care about. That's it.
Oh, you like that?
Pecan pie? Hell yeah.
Okay, so good. Because I was going to take that and toss that shit right in the garbage.
What?
I think it's disgusting. Oh, it's too sweet.
Oh, it is. Well, it is, but I got the beat us. See,
Yeah,
Jenica also followed it up with fresh Italian parsley and fresh garlic. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. But the desserts, like, you definitely have to have desserts. And, I can't do the pumpkin pie, just not down with it. Sweet potato pie to me tastes like pumpkin pie in potato form.
Yeah, I agree.
But, pecan pie is awesome, but then there's nothing wrong with an absolutely good old fashioned apple pie. Like, I love apple pie.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I thought about making an apple pie, but Ryan's bringing, I think, cake pops and chocolate covered pretzels. And then we have that stuff. And then I was going to either make the apple dumplings, or I thought about making a butterscotch cream pie. I thought about making rice pudding. Yeah. So
what about if I pick up a coconut cream pie? Do you like that?
I'd rather get the coconut cream pie from Sweet Sensations, who, by the way, are not paying us either for that. But
yeah, but they got damn good sandwiches.
Yeah, but that coconut custard pie is, oh my God, it's so good.
I don't know what I had there, but I like it. Cracker Barrel serves food the size of plastic doll-like portions. That's only at the restaurant. This is like to-go catering. Yeah. Everything's all bundled up, so you can eat as much of it as you want or as much of it as there.
Right.
But you gotta order the right. See, at Cracker Barrel, you got to order the right things. Some things, it's small portions. Some things, like I get the sampler platter, which has meatloaf and some chicken and dumplings, and
ham,
fried okra.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
something like that, big dude, it fills me up. I'm good.
Ron likes the fried apples.
Yeah, those are good. But again, same boat I am. We got to watch that shit with
Right.
the Beatus. But the the sides that we add, like Ron's gonna make the cornbread. So adding and so we're still cooking stuff. It's not like we're just getting this catered and completely hands off and that. So, at least filling in and adding to it with shit we cook. Cynthia's connecting to audio. All right. So while she's doing that, it's it's not like we're just having it catered and saying fuck it, we're not cooking anything.
Right.
It's not cooking the turkey, and we will be making dad stuffing, and that that's something I want to talk about. So anybody who watches my cooking channel, Sugar, Salt, Fat, and Booze, I did a series of Thanksgiving videos last year where I presented my family's stuffing, dressing, whatever you want to call it, recipe, and it is absolutely bonkers. I've never had anyone serve me stuffing as good as this. My mouth is fucking watering just talking about it.
Yeah, I got a lady boner.
You got a lady boner. It's and it's like the easiest recipe. It's one bag of Pepperidge Farm stuffing, one onion, one chub of like Jimmy Dean sausage meat, and chicken broth, and that puts it right.
Butter.
Butter.
Fucking
You have to
butter.
have. But it's so simple. Yes, Peter, I know you watch those videos, and I love the fact that you do. And we got past the thumbs downing. It's all right. We grow, we learn. You're cool.
I'm actually kind of sad that you don't do those anymore.
Well, I want. It's not that I'm not doing them because I'm like fuck it. I don't want. It's just I've been so busy with my day job that it takes a lot of time to make those videos, and I just haven't had it. I do have a couple of recipes lined up that I'm going to make. That I'll be probably doing hopefully soon. I want to put a couple out before the holidays, get into real full swing.
Right. Well, if nobody appreciates them, I do.
You do. Actually, what's surprising is the last video I put out was the beginning of April for the Masters. I did pimento cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And since I forget how many subscribers I had then, as of right now, and give me a moment to go to that channel. The channel's actually grown a lot without putting out any videos, which is really, really, I have 679 subscribers.
Wow.
And here's the real fucking bonkers part. The video that's really been carrying it is the hot dog sauce, the red onion sauce. People have been going nuts with that. Some dude yesterday was talking shit about my Runza recipe, and that guy can suck my ass. But, it's...
You put out a recipe about you having the runs?
No, Runza. It's a German-derived thing that's popular in Nebraska. It's ground beef and cabbage wrapped in like biscuit-type dough and then baked. They're ridiculous.
Oh, okay. That sounds
I
good.
said I was giving this dude says I'm giving Nebraska a bad name. Like, you need me to give Nebraska a fucking bad. Seriously.
Yeah.
I think you guys are doing that yourself with just being fucking Nebraska.
Right.
I mean, at least you're not Oklahoma. I'll give you that.
That's true.
But the the stuffing is a must. Check out the videos on that. I did a whole bunch of things. I roasted. I did turkey stuffing, those Tuscan butter mushrooms, which were fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
So check those out because it's good food. Now, as far as traditions go, you said that you had a great memory of Dad from Thanksgiving.
Yeah. This actually happened to be one of the last, I think it was his last Thanksgiving. He was down here in Florida. Him and Mom were down here in Florida, and we were in Tampa because I lived in Naples, Bonita Springs area, Nipples. And then Rich was up in Tampa. So what they would do is every other year they would split it. So one year they'd come down to me and I would have it. Then the next year they'd go to Rich and he would have it. So we had gone out to, it was like Sakura, like one of those hibachi places. So there were 6 of us, maybe 8, because the table had 10 people. And there were 2, okay, so it was 6 of us and there were 2 other couples. and Dad got hammered. I'm sure you're not surprised.
No, shut the fuck up.
I mean, hammered. And he announced to, first of all, the table, because it was, and you know how loud that place is. He announced to the table and probably the entire restaurant, maybe the whole city of Tampa, he couldn't wait to get home so he could shove his hand up the turkey's ass.
That is such a dad thing to say, and I'm sad I was not there for it, because that is fucking amazing.
Well, and not only did he announce it to the whole world, he also had the hand gesture of shoving his hand up the turkey's ass.
See, now the only thing he missed was saying the phrase, like my grandmother used to say, "It ain't fisting until you get your wrist in." Those are some words.
Yeah. Wow. So your grandmother, which grandmother was that? Because
the one that used to say that. I don't know. This is profane and ridiculous. I approve. Thank you, Peter. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Peter. Dad probably would have loved Peter.
Well, this is Peter Angelus, not Peter Wolfinger, but you're right.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, maybe he would have. I don't know Peter Angelus, but he probably is cool.
I've never met Peter. He supports my channel. He busted balls when I first. He's a listener from Patrick Welsh's show. When he first started, he went and thumbs down all my videos, and at first I was pissed. I'm like, who the fuck is thumbs? That's what I thought. But then I found out, I'm like, it doesn't matter if somebody thumbs up it or thumbs down it. YouTube rates it the same way. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Okay. But he went back and he thumbs up them all. And that is an honorable maneuver, sir. So Peter, I thank you for that. And I respect you.
Yeah. So.
But Dad would have definitely loved Wolfinger. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two of them together. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. But so that was one of my fondest memories of Dad out in public, I guess. I mean, there's so many, but God, and, it was just a typical dad move.
Yeah. So to preface for anybody watching who doesn't know the backstory, our father passed away back in 2011. We were very, very close. My father was the most glorious lunatic you could ever possibly meet. He was crazy to the most fun level you can imagine. Right. And everybody loved him. He loved everybody. And he loved to have a good time and be funny and crazy. And he was just awesome. So, you know what's funny? Like the one of the fondest memories in my entire life of Dad was at my wedding. It was the very end of the night. Everybody was leaving. I was behind him as he was walking out, and he probably slipped the girl at 20, and he had a bottle of Budweiser hanging off of each finger, stumbling out to the limousine. And I'm walking behind him, and it was like Edward fucking Budweiser hands, like fucking just out with, and he had 10 fucking bottles of beer, one hanging on each finger, like just not holding them up like this. So down at his side, he's just walking out with a bottle of beer on each finger. And that was an absolutely amazing moment. And what's fun, the second fondest memory also involved me walking behind him, which is really starting to get weird, was after Rich's wedding, when we were in Disney, we were at the Wilderness Lodge, and Dad was walking down the ramp going out towards the boat launch. And he was holding Brandon's hand and Raj's hand. And I think I took the picture, and it's holding the two little guys' hands, just walking in front of me. And I'm pretty sure I have that picture, which is awesome.
Yeah. I think I have one like that too. Maybe it's the same picture. I don't remember. But so he actually started that out by almost praying for a minute there when you said Our Father.
Yeah,
Our Father who art in heaven, which no shit, that's where he's at.
He is. He's probably taking shit over and telling God how to run shit, but
probably.
He's efficient.
Like when Dick Nelson speaks, people listen.
That's right. And Dick Nelson before Nelson dicks you.
Yeah, that was So I'm trying to think of the other like fond memory of Thanksgiving. Just being together as family. It was always, we always had it at our house. Cousins and every aunts, uncles, they all came to us.
Neighbors, random people would show up. It was weird.
Yeah, we get stragglers in, but it was always a good time. It was always a good time. It was like, you know, there was so much food. That's when they busted out the China, Mom's China. That's when they busted out the what?
Canned fruit cocktail.
Fruit cocktail, yes. And it was like you had to get the fruit cocktail with the cherry in it.
Yep.
We're talking about not like homemade fruit cocktail. It was like canned fruit cocktail.
The
So you
canned
can really
shit.
taste that metal.
You know what's funny? Every now and again, I'll buy a can of it just for memory's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good stuff. I mean, on the go if you just, need something. But and then do you remember the napkin rings that look like a whole fist of anal beads?
Yep.
Yeah. I think Mom probably still has them.
Yeah, probably. She saves everything. But
yeah,
we break out the silverware, the china, breaking out the china. What's funny, as I was saying about the canned fruit cocktail, I'll eat it out of a styrofoam bowl because I'm complete white trash and have no respect for myself. So
well, and I'll just piggyback on that. So when you come to our house next week for dinner, keep your expectations low. While I am fortunate to have Mom's China, I also have my mother-in-law's China. We are having Thanksgiving dinner from Cracker Barrel on paper plates. Well, maybe not paper plates. I might go up a little bit, but
I would recommend, and the environmentalists can suck my nuts on this one, use styrofoam plates, mainly because it holds up better to the gravy.
Actually, I have a better idea. I haven't gotten it because I'm in the middle of working from home and I'm busy, but I have an idea. So if my idea comes to,
I was going to say, you want me to pick up some of them prison trays with the compartments?
You're along the same lines as what I'm thinking.
You're getting them 3 compartment plates, aren't you?
The what?
The 3 compartment Chinette plates.
No. You need more than 3.
Not
if
really.
You only put 3 things on your Thanksgiving plate. No. Don't come over.
Turkey, stuffing, and gravy. That's 3 things. What else do I need? Well, mushroom. There you go. There's 3 things because gravy and stuffing go together. That's in a big compartment. Because I'm fucking fat.
But so anyhow, if my idea comes to fruition, it's gonna be amazing. Like total amazeballs.
It's gonna be amazeballs anyway, because it's good good company. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So that's that. But like food wise, I'll have to get with you, see what else we need to make, but
whatever.
So what other like family traditions? What else do we do on Thanksgiving? Well, football, the parade.
Eat football. I was never into the parade, even the one year I participated. But watching football, eat dinner, we have dessert, we watch football, and then sandwiches.
Right.
Sandwiches are ridiculously important. You need to have Thanksgiving sandwiches.
Yeah.
Rye bread.
Yeah. But now I'm into doing the turkey stuffing cranberry sauce mayo on a roll.
See, that's good too. I like that. I actually I stopped at Wawa and had lunch the other day. They got the turkey back, so I had a bowl.
The gobbler. They call it a gobbler. So you get a gobbler for lunch.
And a gobbler bowl.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with a knob gobbler or gobbler's knob, which is in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Ron loves that place. I don't know why, but what the fuck.
What? Wawa? Punxsutawney,
no,
Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney. Yeah, whatever it's called.
Punxsutawney.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Like where the fucking groundhog lives.
Yeah. Are you staying up for the shuttle launch tonight?
It's not the shuttle. It's Artemis. Artemis pile driver. I don't know if I'm going to stay up for it or take a nap and then wake up for it or just stay asleep. I haven't decided. But we're probably going to run up the road. There's just about 2 miles north. There's actually a clear shot looking east, so we'd have a clear shot of seeing it. I was thinking about driving out. A couple of friends are going out. I got a friend that has an apartment right there, so I could have driven out there and just crashed at her place with the kids. But I got to work tomorrow, and I'm getting old.
It's about damn time you admitted it.
I didn't say I am old. I said I'm getting old. I'll still stay up fucking 24 hours. Like, I mean, I don't give a shit. It takes a little bit longer to recover. That's it. That's all.
Right.
And I
Yeah,
do it all with cocaine, so that's good.
With what?
Without cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Yayo, cocaina.
No,
Bolivian
I don't know that.
powder. What are you talking about?
No. So, yeah, Addie asked me if I was gonna stay up and watch it. I was like, hell no, man. I love my sleep too much. Shit. But
See,
then
that's
now
me.
I'm starting to think about it. It's freaking history, man.
What you got to do is get a camera and set it to time lapse and just let it record and catch it on time lapse.
Yeah, I could do. I wonder if our cameras do that.
Or not so much, not time lapse, long shutter long exposure.
Right.
So you get the whole streak.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool. It's history, but you know what would piss me off is if I stayed up and then at like 1:03, they scrub it or something. I'd be pissed.
That's what happened to us on the first attempt. We drove all the way out there, and that's the risk you take. And shit, when they did the Crew 2 demo, me and Raj drove out there. This was during the pandemic. Me and Raj drove out there, and then I think they reset it for like 2 days later. We fucking went back. Like we were so dead set on fucking watching this. Now, if you go to the location we watch, you can see our truck parked there.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the picture for all of posterior.
Nice.
Or posterity.
That's
One
cool.
of those.
That's pretty cool. So, let's see what else. What else is popping? Yeah, 9:00. I got to wrap it up. Daddy Trump's talking, and it's bedtime.
Yo, speaking of which, I feel bad for Lee Zeldin.
Oh yeah.
It just goes to prove that the people of the state of New York are fucking idiots.
They're stupid. They're so dumb. I can't believe it. I thought he was.
I can.
Really?
I can believe. Oh yeah, because people are fucking stupid.
Yeah, I've heard quite a few people say, maybe it's now starting to look like time to get out of there.
What did Bob Matherson say? What is he famous? Get out of New York State before it's too late. And he was right. He was a crook. He was a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
But for fuck's sake,
right.
He was right.
Yeah.
Sometimes being right is all it takes.
Right.
But
I'm not always right. And I'm never wrong.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, what do you call it? Yeah. I don't know.
So we got the the Thanksgiving traditions, but you and I share a common thought process on our love of Christmas.
Oh yeah, fuck Christmas. I mean, Christmas is all right.
I'll say it. I don't care about being the asshole. Fuck Christmas. It's over commercialized. The meaning of it lost.
Yeah.
The magic exists for the little kids, but as you get older and the world has changed. I mean, it's so much different now than when we were kids. Right. Like shit, I remember looking through the wish book and looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Now the kids are like, buy me a fucking car. It's like, suck my ass, kid. Get a fucking job.
Right. Like, so with us growing up, so I'm the oldest. Mom and dad should have stopped when they had me, but yet they continued on. And then Rich came along and they should have stopped, but then they kept going. And then you came along and they should have stopped. And then Randy just happened. Yeah. So one of the things like from Christmas was because our bedrooms were upstairs, mom and dad's was downstairs, that we weren't allowed downstairs until the Christmas music played.
From the 8-track.
From the 8-track, right. So we would have to stay upstairs until we heard it playing, and then we were able to come down. And then before you're even able to open up the gifts, we had the manger that we had to put baby Jesus in because Christmas doesn't start without the baby.
That's right.
So we had to line up for the obligatory Christmas manger picture. Do you remember the crayon pajama picture?
I don't remember the picture. I remember the pajamas, which is, I guess, weird.
The footy pajamas.
Yes.
Okay. So there was like red, green, and blue. You, me. This was before Randy came along. This was in when we lived in Valley Stream, and we took a picture of the three of us laying on the floor in the pajamas, and we said, "Look, Mom, we're crayons." And she thought it was so cute and stuff like that. You know, it would be so freaking cool to do that picture and give it to Mom. Like recreate some of those. Yeah, recreate some of those pictures from when we were little.
That's kind of cool.
Right?
Yeah, I like that.
Like the picture of us in the Poconos when the three of us are in the bathtub and Mom is standing over us with her hands on her hips.
So I'm this year I've decided put my foot down. My wife has been, Renee has been fighting me doing this, but this year I'm starting a new tradition with our manger. And this is an actual thing. Have you ever heard of a Caganer? You know what a Caganer is?
Kind of afraid. Is he shitting? I can't see because I got my thing on there. He's shitting.
Yes, he is shitting. Caganer actually means the shitter or the crapper. And it is a tradition in Europe, in parts of Europe, where off to the side of the manger is a statue of somebody shitting.
Fuck off, Kelsey. Are you talking about, was it on the side of the manger? Like, was the manger in Dade City?
No, that would be, you know what? I wonder if I could get that. A picture of a certain a statue of a certain person shitting on the side of a certain interstate highway in a certain, by the way, you're probably now on some sort of fucking watch list in that county. And you know how they enforce the law up there, right? They use computer software to predict who's going to commit crimes, and then they arrest them before they do something. It's fucking stupid.
What?
Yeah, look into the Pasco County. Look the Pasco County like crime prevention program, and they like track people, and it's fucking crazy. There's people fighting it. It's nuts. But the Caganer is the shit, and they actually have different ones. It's not just this the boy in the hat. And this is the one I actually want to get, because she's dead, and what the fuck is she gonna say? That is the Queen.
Oh my gosh.
Get the Queen of England taking a shit. Fuck them.
You get those on Amazon?
I'm sure you can.
Caganer, huh?
The Caganer. Maybe
Caganer?
Yeah, Caganer. Maybe that'll be the Christmas ornament this year. A Caganer. What was the messiest event?
Caganer figurine poop.
There you go.
Oh my God.
You can actually look up the history. The history of it's kind of interesting. It was not Catalonia? Cattle. It's an actual thing, and I think more people should partake in that.
Yeah, this is actually kind of weird. I wonder what. Oh, spot popper. Ew, it's a pimple popping toy. What?
I've seen one like that. It's almost like bubble wrap, but the bubbles are filled with what looks like Elmer's glue.
Oh God, that's gross.
Yeah.
So I wonder what.
Want one though.
Wonder what Caganer on Urban Dictionary says.
Probably exactly what it is.
Really? You don't think that they have some freaking crazy meaning?
I don't know. You fucking look it up. Caganer Urban Dictionary.
Okay, so that's something I learned tonight, what a Caganer is.
You know that anytime you come on, or almost anytime you hang out with me, you learn something fucking stupid.
You know what I learned from my boss yesterday?
Always wipe from front to back?
No. So he is a let's see, how can I explain this? He's a farm boy, okay? And he taught me about chicken pluckers.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. So when we were driving home from Mom's the other day, there was a pickup truck that had this drum looking thing with these circles. And my co-pilot, Kelsey, who, she's back there. There she is. She's not really a good co-pilot, but
hey, at least I didn't fall asleep this time.
Well, that's true. I was gonna say to her, like, is that a washing machine or a dryer drum? Is that like ribbed for her pleasure? I didn't even know what it was. So when I looked it up, he was telling me about this. So I looked it up. I said, I wonder if Amazon sells it. And that's like my famous last words. And he said, yeah, look it up. So I did. And I was like, holy shit. I saw this on I-75 the other day. Didn't know what it was. Now I know.
You know what else somebody saw on I-75 the other day?
What? Somebody pooped?
Yeah, heard that somewhere.
Damn.
Did you know that? Did you know this is a fact? When chickens have sex, they die. I mean, the one I fucked did. Chai. That's terrible. That's terrible.
That is terrible.
Did you know that cockfighting is completely done with chicken with roosters? I mean, I wasted 6 months training. Think about it. It's a slow burn.
Oh no, I thought about it.
It's disgusting.
I thought about it. Listen, I grew up with your stupid jokes.
Hey, you love my stupid jokes.
I love you.
Why? I'm gonna ask.
I ask that often. Probably because we think alike, which is scary.
We are quite a bit fucked up in the head.
But we do have, the same tendencies, family, stuff like that. So
hey, you're a little better than I am. You're a little better at that.
I think it's a female thing.
All right, that's fair.
It's also the fact that I care. I have a heart.
So you're saying I'm heartless? I mean, I have a heart. It's cold and black, but I have a heart. You know what? I have the heart of a child in a jar on my desk.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I mean, we think alike as far as, stuff like that. But
well, I've heard things that great minds do think alike. So there's
I
that.
wouldn't say that I have a great mind.
It's not big.
It's I try to do the right thing.
Okay.
Try to keep my my people together, my birds in a nest, and
You aight.
Yeah, I want everybody to be happy, and life's too short. We've learned that even before Dad passed away, but it really sealed the deal when Dad passed away. That life is too short.
To quote the great poet Jimmy Pop Ali, life is short and hard like a bodybuilding elf.
Yeah.
Is
he related to Muhammad Ali?
No, not at all. He's the lead singer of a band called the Bloodhound Gang. You may have heard of them.
No.
But yeah, life is short and hard like a bodybuilding elf.
It is. It is. I mean, life doesn't have to be hard, but
True.
You win the lotto,
Which I did not. I tried.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, well, Ron did. We won a couple bucks, but overall we're deep in the hole.
My my coworkers at my day job decided they wanted to pool up $10 a head and buy a ticket. The first drawing that there was no winner. We ended up getting we won like $67. So then we were all like, fuck it. Nobody won the jackpot. Let's put that 67 back in. We'll each throw in another 10. Fuck it. It's only money. We'll make more tomorrow and see what happened. Then we won like $40. So there's that.
Yeah.
Split amongst 18 people.
Right.
Yeah. So we just said, fuck it at that point, buy another ticket. And then we didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, we won a couple bucks here and there, but overall, if you take everything, we are far in the hole. That's that's what she said. But that's the story of our life, whatever.
Hey, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have
the facts of life.
It's true.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody losing on the Powerball is just proof that we all like to get fucked by something with 6 balls.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I did see that there was a $1 million winner that was purchased at the Publix in Apollo Beach.
It was not me.
Yeah, right. It was not me. It was not Mom. It wasn't, Rich. It wasn't any of us. Well, if it was Rich, he probably wouldn't have said anything.
You know what? Speaking of buying it at Publix, this blew my fucking mind. So usually I'll buy my lottery tickets at Publix. I very rarely carry cash on me. So when I buy groceries, I use my debit card. So when I buy lottery tickets, I'll get a 10-ski out. And I go to buy the lottery tickets. There's a fucking line for people to buy the lottery tickets at the customer service counter at Publix. Like the line goes around the customer service kiosk and like halfway across the store. Directly across is a fucking lottery machine with nobody using it. So I'm looking at these assholes online. I just walk up to the machine, put my money in, get my tickets, and later, assholes.
Yeah, but there's something about human interaction that they just fucking love.
No fucking thank you. I love all the humans that watch this show. It doesn't mean I really want to spend time in close proximity with most of you. I love you, but no, people, I don't like people.
Yeah, and that was the thing. Like Ron needs a battery for his remote for the garage. I said, just go on Amazon and order it. It's like, I can go to Walgreens. I'm like, but you have to get out of the car and you have to people. Like, no.
See, something like that, that's quick in and out. That's fine. If I have that, like the past 2 weeks, I've had to go to Walmart 3 fucking times, and I can't stress enough how much I fucking hate going into Walmart.
I love Walmart.
You know what I love about Walmart? Fucking that curbside pickup. You pull into the spot, tell them where you are, and they bring the shit to you. That's fine. But during the day when I'm working and I need to pick something up, I have to go in because I don't have that kind of time to sit around waiting for that pickup.
Right.
So I have to go into the store, and usually I send one of my crew in there to do it for me because I don't like it. But sometimes I get stuck. That's probably Walmart 3 times in the past 2 weeks. I've probably gone to Walmart 3 times. Other than that, this year, that's it. I don't fucking go to Walmart. I hate it.
What do you hate about it?
Everything. The stores always seem filthy. Off when you go through the self-checkout and you give yourself an employee discount. They don't like that. I refuse to show my receipt when I leave Walmart. Like the other day, I bought a fucking TV and went through self-checkout. I paid. I have my receipt. I put it in my wallet. I walk out the store. The woman there's like, you have to show your receipt. I'm like, no, I don't. She like tried walking in front of me, like to stop. I'm like, no, I don't. I have my receipt and I'm leaving now. So have a good day. And I just kept walking. She was pissed. But I'm not under any obligation. What's the worst they're going to do? Is you're not allowed in Walmart anymore. Okay. Thank you. And they can't stop. If they stop you, it's an unlawful detention. I have handcuffs in my fucking truck. I'll fucking handcuff her. I don't give a shit. Because that's a forcible felony at that point. I could actually kill her, but I wouldn't do that because I am a good person.
You're so fucking weird.
You think?
Yeah. But yeah, I like Walmart. I like the fact that I can go and get I can get kitchen stuff and I can get groceries and I can get craft supplies all in one shot. I don't have to go to 50 stores because I could
do that on Amazon too. And they bring it to my front
door.
But
when you need to do like grocery shopping, you don't.
Haven't you ever heard of Amazon Fresh?
No.
Allow me to introduce you. So you can order things on Amazon that they'll deliver to you in like a couple hours. And it's like grocery stuff, frozen stuff. I've had like fucking ice pops delivered just because I wanted ice pops and I was too fucking hungry.
Amazon Fresh?
Amazon Fresh, yeah.
I might have to check that out.
You should check that out because it can prevent you from having to go to the Walmart because fuck Walmart.
Amazon Fresh. Huh. Do they upcharge you like Publix does? Because that's why I don't shop at Publix. Fuck Publix.
I don't know if.
Well, Instacart. I don't do that. I use Aldi's. If I have extra Instacart money, I go through Aldi's because they have some good stuff like tonight. Oh no, that was something else.
You know what's? I don't. I think I've been to Aldi's like once.
Aldi's has good shit, dude. Yeah, well, German wheat.
I have never been in a Trader Joe's.
Oh, that's another place. You know what we had tonight for dinner? I mean, okay, you have to understand that I'm not as fucking cool as you, and I don't make all my shit from scratch. I just don't have the time. Even though I am home and it's only the 3 of us, I just don't have enough time to. I want to eat, I want to relax, and I want to fucking go to bed because I love sleeping. But tonight we had arepas.
Oh,
I mean, we had chicken, barbecue chicken tenders, and vegetables, but the side I made with it was the arepas, and they were cheap, but Trader Joe's, and they were freaking thick as hell, and they were so good. And I cooked them. We have this Ninja toaster, sear crisp. It's some crazy ass toaster. They came out, well, they was fantastic.
nice.
They have kibbe bowls. They have their orange chicken's phenomenal, and they're reasonable. It's reasonable. It's not like Whole Foods whole paycheck.
See, I don't. I mean, I'm down with checking that out, but I think it's just because of where it's located. It's like
right. It's not convenient.
Not convenient, and I'm a creature of habit. Like, I will put less gas in my car and shop at Publix. It's, I do adore Publix.
Publix does have good stuff. They do, but some of us don't have Publix money like you do. Like, I don't have Target money like Kelsey does, but I have Amazon money and I have Walmart money.
Yeah, but you have Instacart money. I don't have Instacart money.
I only have first of all, I only have Instacart money for Aldi's, and I have Instacart money when I have a discount. This is not like an often thing, but sometimes I get a hankering. And the good thing is, like, when I was in the office, I could have groceries delivered to the office.
Okay.
And that was good because then I didn't have to worry about it. And see, Aldi's isn't near us. Trader Joe's is even further. That's like a weekend thing. We go out with the Gen Pop of Jacksonville. Fucking kill me now.
Duval!
Yeah, Duval. But, so, all right, listen, hey, I got to wrap it up. I got 4 minutes. Daddy Trump's going to be making his big announcement. I got to go get in my seat and get ready for that because we're going to MAGA. We're going to MAGA hard.
Okay. Like, how does one MAGA hard?
You got to be in it to win it, man.
Okay.
You got to MAGA hard.
That's fair.
All right, listen, it was nice talking to you.
Likewise, and just so you know, I am supporting if she runs Tulsi Gabbard for president because I want a president that I can jerk off to, and I have not had that since Reagan. So that's my parting thoughts to you.
I got a little bit of throw up in my mouth. I was kind of hoping that you were going to say, I'm excited to see you guys next week and spend time together. But instead, you talked about jerking off to Ronald Reagan. So I know where I stand.
I mean, it's Ronald Reagan, though.
He was an excellent president, I will tell you that.
He was the great communicator.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Love you, Ronnie. Miss you. All right. Anyway, Cynthia, thank you so much for coming on. Kelsey, I love you to peace, and I will see you guys next week.
Yeah, next time, give a little bit more preparation time because, I hate being the fucking B. I hate being the B student or the B.
B-roll.
Yeah.
Well, no, you are the reliable backup. That's an important position to be in. Now I got to do the next hour by myself, just talking to my own face.
Why do you have to do another hour?
Because this show is 2 hours long.
Oh, all right. Well,
that's my time slot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got 3 minutes to go piddle and get ready to see Daddy. So.
All right. Well, you enjoy that, and I will smell you later.
All right. Be careful.
I'll die trying.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
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 Have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's my lovely sister, my lovely niece, and my brother-in-law who popped in the beginning. Awesome people. Cancel. How do I? You gotta click and how do I report? Oh. There we go. All right. So that was my sister, my niece, and my brother-in-law. They are amazing people, like I said. And yeah, thanks for coming on again. So ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we got another hour to kill. So if anybody wants to get up in the chat and have a little fun, if anybody wants to come on and you have my my cell phone number, which I'm not going to give out publicly, but if you have that or a private message, shoot me. I'll send you the link. We can come on. I'm not no weird ass strangers though. We tried that one time on my other show where I put out the link publicly and told everybody and anybody, if you want to jump on, and some weird shit happened. And I mean, some weird shit happened. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving, especially since I'll be there at my sister's house. But Thanksgiving is one of the few holidays that I like. I love Thanksgiving because it's food. I love 4th of July because I love fucking barbecues. Peter, it's actually not that hard to find, but I also don't answer numbers. I don't I mean, you could stalk me all you want. ain't nothing to hide. My life's a fucking train wreck. That's the way it is. But yeah, so Thanksgiving, 4th of July, those are my two absolute favorite holidays because I love to eat and it's all about the food. Brings me back, talking to my sister when, barbecues in the summertime were like one of my favorite things. And still to this day, backyard barbecues are my favorite. We used to, spend some time at my house and we go to my uncle's house and, we'd swap which house. But the smell of barbecue, the taste of watermelon, you combine those two things with some chlorinated pool water, and it brings me back to my carefree youth. And I miss those days. I really do. They were good times. They were very good times. But that's one of the reasons why I moved to Florida is because I can have summer barbecues fucking year round. I don't have to worry about snow. Although when I did live in New York, I barbecued in the snow. So Peter, what's talk to me, baby. I mean, shit, if you want to come in, if you want to come in, just send me a message on social media. I'll send you the link. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Hang on. We're going to have some fun. No, that's the wrong link. Let me, fuck it. Let's make this shit interesting today. Now, here's the rules. I'm going to put the link up so anybody who wants to join can join, but you have to join with video. That's my only requirement is you have to join with video. So if you don't have video, I'm not gonna let you come in. So give me 1 second and I will pull up the show link to sign in. Where is it? That's over here. Stand by while I grab this. So yeah, I'll put the link right up in the YouTube chat. So anybody, everybody. I think Kevin Holly got the cold feet, so he's not gonna come on, and that's okay. He's still kind of a rookie to this whole thing, the whole comedy thing. Hopefully it comes out. The digit 9 is going to be the final digit. Go back to the YouTubers. Paste. There we go. I only want to hear about it, Peter, if I can jerk off to it. If it's jackable, then I'm down. So let's see if this works. I popped the link up. Let me know if it works. Doesn't work. Let me know. I'll let you know. Let's see. Yeah, I will only listen to that story if I can jerk off to it. That's the requirement. I could have put it right from there. The hell is a way. All right, so let's see if anybody pops in. So Kevin Holly got busted up about some woman he dated for 3 weeks, but I still like him. I love, what Kevin is the nicest guy. And you know what? You could fall hard for somebody in 3 weeks. So cut the guy a little slack. I mean, here's the thing. He's still a fairly young guy. He's about my age, mid-40s, good-looking dude, great personality. But the guy needs some loving in his life. So, sometimes you find a girl you think's going to work out, and even after 3 weeks, it doesn't, it'll hit you hard. I mean, shit happens. But then again, at some point you got to man the fuck up and just bang somebody else. I mean, you can't fucking wallow in it forever. Like my father told me once, if it's got tits or tires, it's going to try and ruin your life. And if it floats, flies, or fucks, rent it. So that's some fantastic advice the old man gave me. Yeah. So I am excited about this rocket launch tonight, and a couple of reasons why. I have always been fascinated by the by the space program in this country. Always, ever since I was like a little kid, I've always been absolutely fascinated by space travel, and not so much in the science fiction type way. I was never really into things like Star Trek or Star Wars or any of that sci-fi stuff. I liked the actual the space program, and I still, to this day, I geek out over that shit. If there's a rocket launch I can watch, I will drive across the state to go watch it. I'll watch it on video. I can see the rockets most of the time looking out my backyard, which is fucking awesome. I love that. So is the link not working? I'm not seeing anybody trying to come in. Yeah, we'll give it some time. Good with that. So yeah, the rocket that's launching tonight, for those who don't pay attention to this stuff, and that's okay, you don't have to. It is the Artemis 1 launch for the Artemis program, and it is supposed to be the rocket that is going to take us to the moon next. The next rocket that's going to bring humans through space to the great natural satellite of the moon. It's going to be on this rocket, and it's pretty fucking impressive. Like, I never got to see the space shuttle launch, and I really wanted to. We tried, and the launch got scrubbed, but seeing a SpaceX rocket launch is awesome. And I've talked to people who have witnessed. I've actually talked to people who have witnessed not only the space shuttle, but they've also witnessed the Saturn V launch, and they've witnessed SpaceX Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. But from what I understand, the power you feel off of that rocket. But I have to leave for work at 2:30 a.m. Okay, so you can't click in. That's fine, man. Peter will do it some other time. No worries. But just the sheer power of the rocket. So the space shuttle, the space shuttle orbiter, which was the white airplane looking thing that was strapped to the side of the thing. That thing had 3 what are known as RS-35 engines, incredibly powerful hydrocarbon engines, not hydrocarbon engines, it's hydrogen oxygen engine. So, liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen, very powerful engines for their size. The weight to power ratio is incredible. And it was also assisted by the 2 solid rocket boosters on either side. Now, what was interesting about that setup is the engines on the shuttle orbiter, the RS-35 engines, were throttleable engines. They could actually decrease and increase the power of them. The solid rocket boosters, they couldn't do shit with. Once they're lit, they are staying lit until they're done or until range safety blows them up, which happened in the case of the Challenger. But this new rocket is basically taking that stack, the shuttle stack, taking the orbiter off of it, putting a capsule up at the top, keeping the solid rocket boosters, and putting not 3 but 4 RS-35 engines, RS-25 engines underneath it. So it's going to still have that same hardcore, powerful, earth rumbling feel. And I'm kind of sad I'm not going to get out there to see it. As a child, I would stand 25 feet from full afterburner augmenter fighter jet launches. You feel it. Oh, I don't doubt that at all. I do not doubt that at all. But you're standing 25 feet from, a fighter jet launching. The amount of power you feel miles away from the space shuttle or from this Artemis rocket. I mean, we went out for a Falcon 9 launch, and this was just a regular Falcon 9, wasn't Falcon Heavy where you got the 3 boosters. It was just a Falcon 9 launch, and I was standing with my butt just barely touching our car, and it's just 3:00 in the morning, so there were very few people around. The car was fucking shaking. And we were, I think our normal viewing area is almost 10 miles from the launch pad, and you felt it so loud that it was making the car shake from 10 miles away. That, my friend, is some incredible power. I miss when growing up on Long Island, and I know Jenica, if she's still watching, she grew up fucking right around the block from me. Grumman built the company that I think they still build planes. But at the time they were producing the F-14 Tomcat, and they were building them on Long Island. They were testing them. So I remember seeing as a kid going out strawberry picking right near the Calverton Naval Weapons Base, and having the F-14s buzzing right over our head, and it was just the sound, and you feel the rumble, and just the impressive sight of a fucking fighter jet flying over your head was just ridiculous. And I've always loved that plane, not just because of Top Gun, but because of the connection, the Long Island connection of the F-14. The F-14 was just, I think, one of the coolest fighter planes this country ever produced. The wings that could move, and it was just such a cool plane. And then Tom Cruise made it look so fucking awesome. So there's that. But I'm excited. I hope to stay up for it. I'd like to stay up for it. But I don't know if old man could stay up for it. We'll see what happens. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Oh Lord. It's funny. The one thing I was thinking about doing, because I'm like, I got to kill time, because if Kevin's going to back out, I'm going to have to fill time. But I got I got to see her. I'm going to do this in a little bit. The Air Force dropped something in the 10,000 pounds range on some hostiles from 1,500 meters. Felt like someone punched you with a shockwave. I'm sure. I do not doubt that at all. Yeah, it's some pretty impressive shit, man. I like things that go roar and things that go boom. Big fan. Big boom, little boom, boom, boom. I like the boom. I like the cars that go boom. So one of the things I want to do on the show, and I think I might start doing it at the halfway point. A lot of other shows, and Kevin's kind of been on me about got to take a break, man. Like a halftime. I don't like taking a break. To me, it loses momentum. But I don't have any fucking momentum right now, so I may as well just do this. And what I want to do is read some poetry. Everybody likes poetry. You like poetry, Peter? I like poetry. But not just any kind of poetry. This is poetic lyrics from some of my favorite songs. Now, this one happens to be from a poet named Robert Cummings, who is a phenomenal writer. He's in all kinds of various media, different types of media. So this is a poem that was written by Robert Cummings, phenomenal guy. So here we go. The title is, Well, Everybody's Fucking in a UFO. That's the title. This is the story of the one-eyed wolf called the Honey of Super Doom. She rode her five-legged beast in a mirrored bikini right out of the womb. They chased each other with the steam and knives, screaming, "Oil is in my veins." And then she grabbed a big old pipe and smoked up some fine old monkey brains. Get on it. Such powerful words. Now, some say the one-eyed wolf owned a midget who was almost 10 feet tall. He spray-painted "UFOs are real" in the rubble of the Berlin Wall. So finally, on that fateful day, they went looking for Superman, singing, "I'm gonna get my $20 and vacation in Japan." Look out. Well, everybody's fucking in a UFO. Well, everybody's fucking in a UFO. Get up. Now every night this wolf comes a peeping through filthy glory holes. He's pounding on a rubber bat and a big old jelly roll. I said, look to the skies. I think I saw a spaceship ready to feast. But all they had was jizz on the walls and the bones of a mangled priest. Look out. Now, baby doll, what do you say when the spaceman comes to town? I think he's got a one-track mind and he likes to boogie down. So in the end, all she did was murder Metropolis and show us a big fuck the world carved right into her chest. Look out. Well, everybody's fucking in a UFO. Well, everybody's fucking in a UFO. Get up. Those are some powerful poetic words, my friends. Big boom. I write them to irritate people. I give them. I like that. I was a big fan. I love poetry. I mean, I really do. I mean, I make a joke, and I think I might actually do this. This is going to be my halftime break is reciting some song lyrics that are just fucked up. But I love to write filthy whatchamacallits, like roses are red type poems. Big fan of those. Cynthia coming back? Like, what the fuck's going on? Cynthia, you back? Huh. She left. Now she's back. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, yeah, dirty poems, dirty jokes. I mean, I write it all, but that's that was a great one. It's a great song, and it is great Rob Zombie tune. Rob Zombie is Robert Cummings' real name, but Robert Cummings is Rob Zombie's real name. So there's some shit now. So you work a little Andrew Dice Clay action. Oh, I could see. Here's the thing about Dice. All right. Back in the day, in that mid to late 80s when Dice first came on the scene, he was absolutely incredible. And he is, even though I'm not a huge fan of his these days, just because he's kind of a dick. And I mean, it is what it is. Oh shit, fucking hit my desk. He's kind of a dick, but I will never deny what he brought to the world of filthy comedy. Now, to me, filthy comedy goes all the way back to Lenny Bruce, and Saint Lenny Bruce did not die for our sins. So we can, we have to use bad words. Otherwise, Lenny Bruce died in vain. So I'm a firm believer in that. Well, give me 1 second. I got a cough. But Dice, what he did with those nursery rhymes, and by the way, it is rumored and legend and possibly confirmed that those naughty nursery rhymes were actually stolen material, which is kind of sad. But yeah, you say hickory dickory dock, your wife was sucking my cock. The clock struck 2, I dropped my goo and kicked a bitch down the fucking block. This is now over 35 years later, and I still remember almost every single one of those. I loved Dice back in the day. The problem with Dice, and actually he was in one of my favorite movies of all time, is The Adventures of Ford Fairlane. I just love that movie. The song Cradle of Love, the video for Cradle of Love. But I was a huge Dice fan. His problem is he never really evolved beyond that. And it's like Pauly Shore. He never truly evolved beyond that weasel character, which kind of sucks because, he had so much potential, and he had like the best possible scenario for growing up. And his mother was Mitzi Shore, the owner of the Comedy Store in LA, which is one of the most legendary comedies. But Mitzi Shore was the make or break for most comedians' careers back in the 70s and 80s and up to the early 90s when, but the Comedy Store today is still, even though she's passed on, is still like the hangout workout room for top name touring comics. And that's where they hang out. Bob Saget would hang out at the Comedy Store. Not Jay Leno, but Joe Rogan will just go hang out at the Comedy Store. They'll go up and do a set. But Mitzi could make or break. So Pauly Shore grew up around that. He grew up all around these incredibly talented, by today's standard, absolutely legendary comedians. But he never evolved beyond that weasel character. And Dice was the same way. He never evolved beyond that tough talking, misogynistic, filthy mouthed comedian that we absolutely adored back then. And he kind of didn't change with the times. And I'm a big fan of not censoring and don't censor comedians, don't censor artists, but you also need to stay relevant. If you're doing the same exact shit that you were doing 35 years ago and you haven't changed anything, your personality is identical. Now, granted, people go to see him because it's him, because that's what they know, that's what they're used to. But to be honest with you, if you ever go to a Dice show, all people want to hear is dirty nursery rhymes. He could go up, do 20 minutes of dirty nursery rhymes and walk out with a full pocket. He will sell out the club just doing 20 minutes of filthy nursery rhymes and nothing else. That's because that's what people are there to see. So on one hand, I admire that. And on the other hand, it's kind of a bummer that he's a dick and he didn't evolve. You do need to change your style with the times, and unless you're intentional, which is kind of his shtick, is intentionally bucking the system and doing the things you're not supposed to do, but he's doing the shit you're not supposed to do in 1987. Needs to get beyond that. Now, he was the first comedian to sell out Madison Square Garden. He some amazing accomplishments, an amazing career. And again, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane was a great movie. So as far as that goes, I love Dice. I'm filthy mouth. My jokes are dirty, but I've never heard a single joke of his aside from people mimicking him. Oh, so you've never actually seen Dice. You've only seen people mimicking Dice. All right. That's interesting. I mean, he's all right. You can go to the show. If you know what to expect, you go to his show, you'll have a good time. No doubt about it. If you know what you're there for, you're going to enjoy it. And that's what people go for. One comedian that I'd like to see come back out again is Dennis Leary. I fucking love Dennis Leary. Hell, dig up Bob Saget. I want to see him again. I fucking miss that guy. Really, I miss him. Gilbert Gottfried, miss him. Saw parts of Ford Fairlane. I mean, again, you need to know what you're not looking at a cinematic masterpiece. What you're watching with Ford Fairlane is not something that's going to be chosen by Congress for preservation, for being distinctly and culturally American. What you're going to see, yes, Rescue Me, Dennis. He was a stand-up comedian before he did the shows. But, Ford Fairlane, it was funny, it was silly, it was quintessential Andrew Dice Clay. By the way, his real name's Andy Silverstein. He's Jewish, which is, people think he's not Italian, he's Jewish. Fine Jewish boy. But again, if you know what you're expecting and realize it's going to be silly, it's going to be filthy, it's going to be late 80s, early 90s goodness. And the Ford Fairlane that he drives in the film is an absolutely beautiful automobile. So if you're a car guy, you get that little thrill. But yeah, Dennis Leary, if you want to see Dennis Leary at his best, check out the special he did. I think it was in the early 90s called No Cure for Cancer. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. But Jay Paint has hostility towards the Jays. Well, nothing wrong with being Jewish. I love the Jews. Did you see Dave Chappelle's monologue on Saturday Night Live this past weekend? It was he didn't go after the Jews. He made some comments about Kanye's going up against the Jews. Thinks we conspire to run the world. Wait a second, you don't conspire to run the world? Shit. Nah, man, I grew up in New York, so I have a lot of friends, and I grew up around a lot of people who are Jewish, and I respect the culture. I'm a big fan of matzo ball soup. What can I say? I love it. Hey, in show business, you have to respect the Jews. What's funny is I'm not even going to mention the guy's name. It's irrelevant. But a comedian I know who was he was a writer for a top name comedian, very great guy, absolutely great guy, but he's Jewish. And I guess there's some kind of like online temple services that out in Hollywood that I guess that this group of Jewish people will participate in this online services because they're all friends and they hang out together. Excuse me one second. So it online thing. Henny Youngman. No, it's not Henny Youngman. It's a fairly younger, not younger, but guy about my age. For the longest time, he was inviting me to these Jewish religious services every week, and I would always politely decline, saying, "Oh, I got something going on. I appreciate it." And he's like, "Man, you really need to come." I'm like, "I'm not Jewish, though." He's like, "You're not?" I'm like, "No. I mean, I kind of got a big nose, but I'm Lebanese, man. I'm Lebanese. That's what it comes down to." But yeah. I would go. I would go. Why the hell not? I've been to a Jewish wedding. That's a good time. I like breaking glass. Don't have a television. Heard part of it on the Pat Show. Oh, Rescue Me, Dennis. It's the one of the greatest scenes in Rescue Me was the was it cultural sensitivity or the sensitivity class. That was probably one of the best scenes in that in that show. Dennis Leary's a funny guy, great writer. I'd like to see him come back doing stand-up. I really would. Yeah. I don't like dead air. But yeah. That's good times. See, but does Pat actually have hostility towards you, or is he just doing it to be a dick? I mean, that could be too. The man teaching the class was shocked. Oh, the look on his face. Oh, he was so stupefied. But I mean, when you listen to it, he's kind of right. It's you get when it comes down to me not rescuing somebody based on their color, then you can then you could say something, but until then, in his words, you can kiss my pink Irish ass. I love that. I've actually sat in in human resources classes, and they've used me as an example of shit not to do. Because I don't do an act like me on stage, me on the radio. This is me. I don't. You could meet me in the street. I'm gonna curse like this. I'm gonna talk like that. It's just how I am. Pat is always on that. Yeah, he is. That's why I love him, though, because he's such a fucking whack job. He's one of my favorite whack jobs. I truly love Patrick Welsh. He good people. What the hell is this? Stationary traffic on. My computer gives me like the weirdest freaking updates. Oh, well, good thing I'm not going down there. Telling me there's stationary traffic somewhere. Cool. Thanks. Good to know. Don't really care that much. Love you too, Jenica. You're awesome. I sat in a Laws of War class and the instructor said I'm the person they'd have to cover up what I did. Is it would cover up be the proper terminology, or would it be take creative license in report writing? I think is a little bit more accurate. Or at least that's what I would call it. But then again, I'm a fucking lunatic. Oh. Yeah, I mean, sexual harassment. Is harass one word or two? Is butt cheeks one word, or should I spread them apart? I mean, what are we doing here? Man, when I went to college, I did a lot of crazy shit. I mean, I consider myself to be a little bit of a nut job. They still, to this day, and this is now 25 years later, 26 years later, it's, they still talk about the shit that I did, and I had a good fucking time. It was a $25,000 9-month-long party with sex, drugs, rock and roll, everything you can think of. It was great. We did the best we could to try and recreate some of the finest scenes in Animal House, and we damn near succeeded. It's not what happened, it's what we write. That is correct. That is correct. It's what you write happened. Now what's funny is, now I'm not big on conspiracy theories, but one of the conspiracy theories, for lack of a better term, that I do believe in is the fact that the media is conspiring to control the population's actions and traits. The phrase with that is, it used to be all the news that's fit to print. Now it's all the news that's print to fit. Which, by the way, I did not commit any war crimes, for the record. Hey, man, I wasn't asking if you did. I don't care if you did. Why? Because a bunch of motherfuckers going out and doing some motherfucking shady shit in some motherfucking foreign country allows me to sit here in front of my microphone and say the word motherfucker over and over again. So whatever the fuck you did, not my business. All I know is I woke up this morning in fucking goddamn United States of America, and I'm pretty happy about that. Am I baiting you? No, I am not. It's not that you care, it's that I'm under an active investigation. Hey, man, I don't even know if that's your real name. I'm not asking. I don't ask questions. I don't ask questions I don't need the answers to. I don't need the answers to that. So whatever the investigation is, I hope it works out in your favor. Yeah, all I know is I woke up this morning and I pissed excellence in America. Yeah, I know better than to ask questions, bro. I've been doing this dance a long enough time. Okay, so Cynthia's gone again. All right, good. What we got over here? So we got 30 minutes to burn. I didn't do Jack. That is your name. All right, cool. Yeah, I got a lot of friends that are various levels of military, some with really fancy medals on and different collar emblems, and from the bottom to the top, I know people, and I don't ask questions. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. All I know is all I need to know is who's buying the next round. That's all that fucking matters, man. And that the flag is flying in front of the building. That's all I fucking care about. And that I can go on stage and say whatever the fuck I want. Now, there are caveats to that. I really can't go out and say anything, because there are things you shouldn't say on stage. I mean, you can say them, just be prepared for the repercussions and actions that go along with that. I like to joke around, but then interrogation people don't see the humor and satire and sarcasm. Without going into detail that's unnecessary, but I had a former life that I lived where I was very well trained in interview and interrogation techniques. Very, very well trained. So I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the way things are done. Yeah, typically in an interrogation, you don't want to joke around. It's generally perceived to be dishonest and redirecting, but do what you got to. Or if you just got, if you just completely want to fuck the investigation up, just start going in there and talking gibberish and crazy shit. That always works. One of the when the man set up the interview, he says, you're going to be going into a government building. I followed with, don't worry, I won't bring my crack pipe. See, I would have punctuated that with, I'm not going to bring my crack pipe. I'll bring my meth pipe. That's, that's fucking crazy though. You'll be going into a government building. Oh, so I should bring my anal beads is what you're saying. The big ones. That's hilarious. Man, this world is going crazy. It really is. Oh, I'm really sad that Kevin didn't come on. So what was supposed to happen to lay out the groundwork of what was going to happen? Kevin was doing an open mic. I think it was actually a competition tonight. And I told him, I'm like, go live, connect to the show. We'll broadcast it live, man. That would be fucking awesome. And then do an interview afterwards. Like, that would be, to me, like a fucking brilliant thing. You ever hear about the time I tried to prank you at work? Prank me at work? Like at my day job? I've had people try and prank me. How long ago was this? So I remember which company was that. Yeah, I've never heard about the time you tried to prank me at work. How'd you try to prank me at work? It's kind of hard to prank me at work sometimes. So most of the time I'm not anywhere particular. I'm always on the move. So if you call, I mean, did you call me? If you called me, I probably cursed you out because I get fucking scam calls all the time. And I just fuck with them because I like fucking with them. The so to, when was this? Enlighten me. I'm curious. Inquiring minds wish to know. Yeah, most of the time, if you like prank calls, I love dealing with prank calls. If I have the time, if I'm like in the middle of shit, I emailed a company asking for you. This woman replies back asking who I was and why I was asking. I replied, you know who I am. Probably 4 to 6 months back. Was it a company with the initials CBM? Huh. Yeah, if it was Bald Hill. The I get scam calls nonstop, and depending on what they are and the time I have, I will I'll either go like invest time into fucking with them. And I am a firm believer, by the way, anytime you get a scam call, I strongly recommend that you fuck with them, waste their time, give them fake information, talk dirty to them. I talk dirty to them, whether they're men, women, I don't fucking care. I will talk filthy and say some of the rawest shit you can think of. I mean, I have no problem, to those people going completely racist, completely sexist, homophobic. I will go unload on these people and just to piss them off. And most importantly, keep them on the line to waste their time, because the more time that I spend, or if you so choose to get involved, the more time you spend fucking with them and wasting their time is less time they're taking advantage of an unsuspecting person who just wants to do the right thing, or the people that get scammed. It's fuck those people, fuck them, waste their time, make sure they don't get any money. So here's a question to the world. How soon is too soon? Oh, you emailed Pam. Ooh, I know Pam. Pam's a fucking peach. She's a sweetheart. Don't do stuff like that. I mean, I get how it's kind of funny, Peter, but you got to be careful. That's Pam. That's my former employer. Pam was the owner's wife. They are the absolute nicest people. But you gotta be careful in taking a joke to the point where it's gonna like fuck with shit. Like that's not really that cool. Don't fuck with somebody's place of work. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pam's a sweetheart though. I once knew a man from Nantucket whose dick was so long he could suck it. He said with a grin as he wiped off his chin, if my ear was a cunt, I would fuck it. I backed off it, boss. She is, dude. She is like an absolute doll, but she is like straight up all business. Like smart, fucking beyond smart lady. I mean, incredible. That whole company was just chock full of very hardworking, very intelligent people. But it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think. It was 4 months ago. That was probably just after I left working for them, because I left working for them back in May. So that may have been right when I was leaving. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny. Yeah, but sweetheart, absolute sweetheart. The whole family, it's a family run business. They're absolute sweethearts. But yeah, that's yeah. May 3rd. Yeah, that was right. I think that may have been right when I was right when I announced my resignation. Yeah. That's funny though. Yeah, they never said anything to me. So yeah, whatever. I don't work there anymore. But Pam and Dave, great people. But yeah, that's funny. I used to record when I would fuck with the scammers. I used to record it, but it got to the point where it was like, I'm gonna get like in deep shit just for the shit I'm saying, because somebody's gonna take what I'm saying out of context, and it's not gonna be cool. Because like I said, I go like way beyond what would normally be considered socially acceptable in dealing with some of these people. My favorite thing though is if it's a female caller, I will talk so filthy to them, like so filthy. Not even just saying like dirty limericks. I will start like saying the shit I want to do. And like I had one yesterday. She was like it almost seemed like she was starting to get into it. What? No, not yesterday, the day before. Almost seemed like she was starting to get into it. And then like out of nowhere, she's like, I have a dick. Like she was from India. Where I found where they're roughly where they're located, but they were in Kolkata. And you know, like out of nowhere, she's like, I have a dick. I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, is it bigger than mine? And then like she didn't know what to say, and then she hung up. I think she was like waiting for me to be offended. I'm not gonna be offended at that. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You're on the other end of the phone. I don't know you. You don't know me. Fuck it. You ever hear Pat's solar panel call? No, but I love those calls. For the longest time, I would get those calls, and I would give the address, and well, they had my phone number, but I would give the address of Side Splitters Comedy Club. So I don't know how many fucking calls or how many reps showed up at Side Splitters to sell them solar panels, but I'm sure it may have been one or two. Call you. I cannot call you at the moment. I did send you a message, Jenica. So, yeah. I'll hit him up tomorrow and see if he'll send it to me or send me a link to where I can find it. I would love, you know, I think we've actually talked about that with him. You know, I've talked about that with him, but I don't think I've ever heard the call. But those solar panel calls, the extended warranty calls, if I don't have time to fuck with a scammer and I know it's a scammer calling, I will just pick up the phone and immediately go, we've been trying to reach you regarding your vehicle's extended warranty. And usually they just fucking hang up on me. But nonstop. I mean, actually, when I was working for that other company, I had a company cell phone, and I would get calls. Like I would get, no joke, 15 to 20 calls, scam calls a day. I had one once, and what sucked is I drive a Jeep, and I had the doors off. So I'm sitting in front of my son's high school. I get I think it was a credit card scam. They wanted to, you know, we can eliminate your debt bullshit. So I started fucking with the guy, and I'm saying some raw shit to this dude. He's cursing me out. I have him on speakerphone in my Jeep in front of the high school waiting to pick my kid up with no doors on speaker. People could fucking hear what I'm saying. They could hear what the scammer's saying. But I had this dude on the phone for almost an hour. He was starting to not transfer, but connect me to other people, like other calls in progress. He would like pick up a call of somebody they were going to scam, And like, I would just start talking to the dude. I'd be like, hey, did you get a call about lowering your credit card interest? And the guy's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking scam. They called me for the same shit, and I'm sitting here fucking with them, and now they're connecting me to you. So I've had that happen a couple of, but this dude was connecting me to people like nonstop. Like I said, over an hour. One of the last ones, he connected me to the front desk of a police department. Don't remember the police department, but a fucking cop picks up. He's like, whatever police department, sergeant, whatever. And I said, hey, sergeant, this is going to sound like the craziest shit you ever heard in your life, but bear with me because it's true. And I said, I'm on the phone with a credit card scammer, and I tried messing with him, and he's trying to mess with me by connecting me to other people that are trying to scam. And I guess your number was next in the chute. So they want to offer you to get rid of your debt, and I'm going to tell them to go fuck themselves. The cop busted out laughing. He's like, are you busted? He's like, are you joking? I'm like, no, man, I'm serious. I'm just some dude that got connected. They called me. I fucked with them. They're starting to connect me to other people that I'm warning as soon as they pick up. It's a scam. Hang up. But they connected me to the front desk of a fucking police department. So here we are, sir. If there's anything you want to do with this, go ahead. Otherwise, hang up the call and be safe. And he laughed and he hung up. But I love when I can get them to react. Like sometimes the one that always hangs up on me, I'll get the calls, the like Marriott travel scam. Like, you've been selected for a free vacation to such exotic locales like Orlando, Florida. Like, I'm fucking 45 minutes away from Orlando. It's not that exotic. I mean, unless you're going to send me to like Orange Blossom Trail south of I-4, then we're talking some exotic locales, if you know what I mean. If you've been there, you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. But, they're like, ooh, we can send you to, like Puerto Vallarta. And I'm like, there's too many Mexicans there. And then they get pissed off. I actually said that to one of the scammers, and she corrected me and said she's from Colombia. And then I tried convincing her to send me some fucking booger sugar because the fuck. I mean, you're going to call me from Colombia and not offer me any? That is some bullshit. I'm all about diplomatic relations. Semaran Boulevard. Yup. Semaran, JYP. Pretty much anything south of I-4 is going to be a fucking shithole. We were there. There was a New York Jets player that got shot at an intersection of, I think it was OBT. Forget what the hell cross street it was. I was there like fucking 10 minutes with my whole family. I had to go. I had some business to take care of down there. Legal, but like, yeah, JYP. Right at this intersection, it was like 10 minutes after we drove through, somebody shot at this dude who played for the Jets. It was fucked up. Like, fucked up. But yeah, you have to fuck with these people. You have to. Yeah, I love that. I love that area. Those fine exotic locales. Then they'll ask me questions like, when you travel, who do you typically travel with? And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I travel with my wife, sometimes my girlfriend, sometimes my boyfriend and her husband, and and his wife, and just start rattling off shit randomly. And it's my favorite shit to do. It's those little things in life that bring me joy. Just fucking with people who deserve it, and they deserve it. Let me tell you. You have to fuck with them. Some ape climbed on my armored Humvee down by John Young. Dude, I used to spend some time in some of those neighborhoods. One of the neighborhoods in particular had a fairly large lake off of one corner, and we'd hear pop, and then we'd see and hear the bullets skipping across the lake. It was fucking insane. The very first time I went down to that area, went to a neighborhood called Timber Scan on the Lake. And if you're familiar with Timber Scan, it is a fucking shit on. This is right after I moved down here. I knew nothing. I knew nothing of this area. And I'm with two dudes. One dude was what the hell? Where the hell was he a cop? Like, was it like Daytona? Well, no. He wasn't a cop at the time. He was working a private security contract at Kennedy Space Center. And this is right after the space shuttle ended. So he was looking for work. And then the other guy was a retired detective from the City of Hartford Police Department. He was featured on gang wars. He took down gangs in fucking Connecticut. Real bad motherfucker. We pull on the property. Like I said, I knew nothing of this area. And I got the guy that was the detective sitting in my passenger seat. Right as soon as we're pulling onto property, both of them took their guns out, put them on their lap. So I obviously got to follow suit. I'm not going to sit there without a gun on my lap. Turns out in this fucking complex, it was really rough. After I think Hurricane Charlie hit, the place went real run down, fell apart. All the resident owners left. They started renting them out. I mean, you could buy a place in there, like maybe was it maybe 10 years ago? You could buy a fucking condo furnished for like $9,000, but you're in a shithole. And the sheriff there, at the time was there doing a press conference after some shit went down. So you got the elected sheriff of Orange County. You got tons of deputies around, dignitaries, some local reverend. And in the background, as it was Jerry Demings was a sheriff at the time, as Sheriff Demings is talking, in the background, you get pop, 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 pop. People fucking just shooting in the air on the property the fucking elected sheriff is on. Like, these people gave zero fucks. It was insane. Never seen shit like that in my life. I'm like, this is fucking cool. I'm glad I moved to Florida. Grady Judd would fucking not have that. I hope they don't sell out. They got the Grady Judd on a shelf instead of Elf on a shelf. I want to run out to Polk County and grab one. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I'm not a big fan of Orange County, the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Not knocking the deputies that are there, but some of the policies that the department has, I'm not too keen on. Yeah, the dolls. I want one, and I hope they bring back the bobbleheads. Yeah. They come with like a certificate and stuff. I tried to get one last year. Yeah, I meant to go over the weekend, but I got sidetracked and had to take care of some landscaping issues at my house, which was good times. Yeah, I definitely want one. And I used to deal with the Polk County Sheriff's Office. I love dealing. Those guys were so great to deal with. But yeah, my gripe with Orange County was, at the time that I was doing some stuff there, I was working in the private security sector. And if we ever had to call the sheriff's office for anything, they would ask, "Are you armed?" Like, fuck yeah, I'm armed. Well, before the deputies arrive, we would like for you to take your firearms out of your holsters and secure them in your vehicles. Like, fuck that. Like, first of all, the more you finger bang a gun, the better chances it's going to go off. So not going to fucking do that. Second of all, the last thing I fucking need is to be standing at the back of an unmarked car with a gun in my hand while a deputy pulls up. Fuck that. It's going to stay in my fucking holster where it belongs. And the dispatchers did not like when I would give them that speech, but the deputies never had a problem. I mean, shit, they'd come in, we'd talk equipment, we'd talk guns, we'd bullshit for a fucking half hour, just fucking around. It's, fucking crazy. The world we live in. The world is going to shit. But Grady Judd is the fucking man. He was great. Oh. It's coming up to the wind up now. What's with those fake Rabo? Don't know what that means. But yeah. Oh. So I got 7 minutes left. Book me for your comedy shows. I do holiday parties, not corporate holiday parties. I do dirty holiday parties. I got a lot of dates available. A couple of the weeknights are booking up with some private parties. So if you want to book me, you can book me through Gig Salad. You can book me direct. That's cool. RealRogerNelson@gmail.com. You can check out this show every week. Big shout out to Mike. I forgot to shout him out last week, but big thank you to Mike over at IRN, the Internet Radio Network, for hosting this show every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. I'm sorry, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We start at 8. We end at 10 Eastern time here in the United States. Best goddamn country in the world. Big thank you again to my guest last week, Ben Charlie Safari Wilson, dynamite individual. If you didn't catch that show, you can catch that anytime. It's the video is on YouTube. The link, it's on Spreaker, not Spreaker. Is it Spreaker? What am I doing? Yeah, Spreaker. So you can catch it on Spreaker. Like, I don't even know. I'm just a caveman. These things frighten me. They frighten and confuse me. Yeah, so check out the previous few shows. It was a great time talking to Ben. Today, by the way, is the anniversary of Arnie Toman and Doug Tabbitt and Berkeley Chadwick breaking the first Cannonball record that they broke. So, congratulations to them. And Angry Ursula is the car they did it. That's the car that got rear-ended. But dynamite guys. So congratulations, 2 years late for that. They ended up breaking their own record, which we talked about last week, which was crazy. But, Ben's a hell of a guy. Check out his show, King County Towing and Recovery, from down in Auckland, New Zealand. Next week, we should have an excellent show next week. We'll send out the lineup. I'm trying to get things going a little bit better. Still trying to get into the groove here. So we got breaking news. Whatever. Not going to deal with that fucking breaking news. Oh, fuck you. Okay, here we go. So that's what I have cooking. So holiday parties, book holiday parties. I do weddings, funerals, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs. Hell, I'll tell some jokes at the bris, whatever. I do weddings. If you want to get married, I can perform the ceremony. I am an ordained minister. I am the master of ceremonies at Our Lady of the Worthless Miracle. So yeah, that's what's going on. So, check out Kevin Holly's show. Check out Patrick Welch's show, which is hopefully going to be on the IRN network coming up soon. That's going to be fantastic. Yeah, so that's how we do it. I'm going to leave you folks with one final thing. It is Christmas time. We're coming up on Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays. I'm going to leave you guys with an original song, sort of original song, that I recorded a few years ago for the FUBAR Weekly show that I used to have. And it is the 12 days of Christmas, of course. But are you familiar with the 12 Kinks of Christmas? So I wrote this song. I wrote it, recorded it. I didn't record the music for it because I got to be honest with you, I'm not that fucking good. Give me 1 second. I understand and wish to proceed. Pause it before it starts. Here we go. Pause. Okay. So I'm going to leave you folks with this song. That'll be my outro. So thank you so much for watching. Everybody, thank you for Peter. Thank you for joining in. Jenica, thank you for joining in. Love you guys. And we will catch you guys next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. Love you. Don't forget to spay or neuter your children.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me an infection that burns when I pee. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 rubber fists and an infection that burns when I pee. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 strippers stripping, 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 8 prostate milking, 7 strippers stripping, 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 jars of KY, 8 prostate milking, 7 strippers stripping, 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lesbos licking, 9 jars of KY, 8 prostate milking, 7 strippers stripping, 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11 bondage outfits, 10 lesbos licking, 9 jars of KY, 8 prostate milking, 7 strippers stripping, 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 fanny floggings, 11 bondage outfits, 10 lesbos licking, 9 jars of KY, 8 prostate milking, 7 strippers stripping, 6 giant butt plugs, 5 steel cock rings, 4 angry handjobs, 3 cock burritos, 2 rubber fists, and an infection that burns when I pee. Have a very FUBAR Christmas, boys and girls.